What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to the NYAP Time Podcast, the premier podcast where we talk about sucking down meatballs, incriminating ourselves of crimes, and talking about anime and or things that interest us. I'm joined here today again by my friends, Angelo and Robert.
Hello. How's it going?
Good day, listeners. Good day.
And, well, two things I want to talk about. One, I didn't get to talk about me sucking down a meatball story in Philadelphia. And then two, we're also going to talk about Angelo's aversion to Miyazaki films because he doesn't like foreigners.
Excuse me?
So let's start with the Miyazaki story first. Angelo, so why were you scared of people from the Rising Sun?
I was in Philadelphia with you. I don't remember anything pertaining to a meatball.
Oh, okay. So now you're switching subject because I was talking about.
Okay, now and then you're making me eat my words. All right.
You know what I saw? You know what? Actually, I remember something. Philadelphia. I remember we were on that bus and you saw a Japanese couple touring, and you know what you did? You put finger guns up and you went. Gotcha.
What?
Take that.
No, that's. All right.
What happened? What happened?
No,
What happened?
I mean,
What happened? Why were you doing the finger guns?
I don't know. Maybe we could ask you how you hopped on a boat.
How I witnessed your xenophobia
and had become a child cult leader by the end of the night. We could discuss that because that actually happened.
What? That actually happened. No.
Didn't they call you what, Father John?
They called me. I believe it was either Brother John or just John. I believe it was just John. I believe they did. That's a story for later. We're gonna save that, but actually dead dead serious.
Oh man,
Angelo, you've only seen one Miyazaki film.
Yes, and it is Ponyo. Have you guys have seen Ponyo?
Oh yeah.
No. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, it was the only one I ever had the chance to watch. I think I'd watched it on HBO, on television when I was growing up, and it was
HBO.
Yeah, HBO. they were progressive even then, with with foreign shows and things. So
that fancy Japanime.
Dude, it was fantastic. I think the reason you bring it up, I just watched it the other day again, and I cried a lot. I so far the three animated things I've cried to were Soul, Ponyo, and what's the kill me. It's just in my head. The Day of the Dead one with the small child and he goes to the afterlife.
Oh, I thought it was Book of Life. No, that's
Book
Coco.
of Life. Oh no, Coco. Yes, absolutely.
Coco.
Oh God, Coco is
It's
just
Book of Life.
Coco. Man, that one gets me every time.
That's surprising. That's caught me off guard because you're probably the only person I don't know that's not up on Miyazaki films dig.
I probably would be, and anyone who's ever a lot of my friends they speak very highly of the films. I just never was exposed or had a chance to watch any of them outside of Ponyo. I just found Ponyo, and the soundtrack and the animation, it's just nothing short of stunning and gorgeous, and I really love it. And I imagine I'd like the other ones. I've never watched it subbed though. I've only watched it dubbed. And the dubbed has just a superstar of a cast, but
yeah, they get some, you know what they have? They get some heavyweights in those films.
Really big, Liam Neeson, Tina Fey, Kate Blanchett,
Tina Fey,
Noah Cyrus, Matt Damon, dude, Betty White.
It had
Lily Tomlin.
Yeah. Mekhi Phifer.
Go
it's
on.
got a. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have Mekhi Phifer.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't like. See me get really.
You're really
mad.
you're already mad at me. You're
no, I'm actually. I'm not even. I'm not even mad, actually. I see. In my personal opinion, I'm not super floored by Miyazaki films. I think they're very good. I think
They're very good. They're incredible. They're immaculate.
But
I would have to agree that Phil. There's nothing wrong with that film at all.
But I get tired. I get tired of people going like. There's plenty of good movies out there. There's plenty of good like anime movies out there.
Yeah, but
everybody
go to Hot Topic and get a purse.
But then you get these basic white bitches that love pumpkin spice and eat hot chip, and they're just like, it's the best movie ever. I love Spirited Away. It's the best movie ever.
Well, I mean, as far as people
it.
saying that's the oh, this is the best movie ever, I imagine that wouldn't be something to be ashamed of saying.
And that's the problem. You should be ashamed.
Wow. I'm gonna watch it. I'll find a way, and I'll let you know.
You'll probably love it. The thing is, like, if you watch, I think so. Spirited Away is probably their best movie.
What? I don't know how you can get better than Ponyo, man. It's just I don't know. I'm a very
Ponyo's
nostalgic person.
I think in terms of rating, Ponyo is like their average, like they're their middle. It's not really good and it's not really bad. I think it's in the lower parts where they think it's probably one of their worst.
That's where
movies.
I put it. It's like one of the lower films.
That's insane. That's wild. It's brilliant. It literally breaks my heart every time.
Oh, there's a good man. If you want really good movies, Makoto Shinkai, he did Weathering with You and what was the other one? Fuck, it's the break. It was one of his, well, not his breakout film, but it was one of the ones that kind of just got him into the public lexicon. But it's a romantic movie.
No, I can't. See, you know. Raise your hand in chat if you've ever seen Erased, the anime.
Let me look at that.
Hold on.
The anime on Netflix.
Yeah, it's an anime. There are other mediums.
Just started watching it actually.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You actually raised your chat, Robert. I appreciate you. Oh man. Let's be coherent. Yeah, Erased is, in my opinion, one of the best quick, easy 13-episode anime. It's brilliant. To kind of bring it back to where I was trying to go, I'm seeing some of Shinkai's covers or like the posters for his movies, and you can tell like there's background. You see the main characters. You see the sky in the background. It's a landscape. Like, you can just tell it's gonna fuck you up because it is not gonna be a happy story. And
it is. His Your Name and Weathering with You are probably like his more because some of them are kind of depressing, but his Your Name and Weathering with You have Your Name is a little bit more bittersweet, but they're bittersweet endings, but they're very good. They're very good endings.
I don't. Oh God! And see what kills me is I'm looking at some of the art and it's just unbelievable. It's like the reason you fall in love with anime. This is so gorgeous.
It's very good. The soundtrack is even better.
Kill me.
You'd love the soundtrack. It's got such a good soundtrack.
I feel like I'm gonna cry right now just looking at it.
It's very good. I think in terms of, because you like the sweeter stories, I was gonna recommend Perfect Blue, but that one's a little too fucked up.
I mean, not necessarily. I don't need. I just like a good story generally. Like Erased is.
It's
it ends up pretty positive, but it's not pretty.
It's a really uncomfortable movie. Perfect Blue is like one of the most. It's what Black Swan, Inception, all these film and Shutter Island. They actually take cues from this director.
You were describing how it had a bit. It was the one that was like the beginning of the internet is when it started out, right?
Oh yeah, we talked about this earlier. I forgot about it.
Yeah.
It's a really fucked up movie. It's so fucked up. It's just one part. Like, I think I showed my friend Thomas and Nito, and I think Neil was like, "This is fucked up." He was really uncomfortable. There's like a really fucking uncomfortable part in there that I want to talk about. I don't think it'd be like appropriate.
Leave it be. I mean,
but yeah, it's good. It's a good movie though. It's a fantastic movie.
And it was it Shinkai who did that one, or
no? That was what's his name? He also did Paprika. He did a couple other films, and he has like a recent short film.
Robert, next time when you next week when we record, definitely bring up Erased. I want to see where you kind of end up on that. It's again, I think after a long hiatus from anime, say when you finish like Shippuden from the Naruto series, you kind of just want a break. Something to get you back in is like a nice 13 episode anime, and Erased is just it's so good.
Oh, Satoshi Kon is the
Erased
director.
is crazy.
Oh, it's insane. I highly recommend. Yeah, I never bringing you back. I never really had the exposure to other Miyazaki films. That was just the only one. So that's why I'm not. I mean, I'm crazy for his work in the sense that I'm like a diehard fan of Ponyo.
Those ones are like, I think the reason why I was surprised because those are the mainstream ones. Those are the ones that were like exposed to like American audiences like first. It's pretty much what every like fucking child knows.
No, I mean,
I was like, huh.
I saw Ponyo first, and I love it.
You're pure.
Well, you love the other films too.
You're pure like white snow. I have a personal bias against it, but like, I mean,
understand why? I mean, you do sound quite bitter.
I am. I'm very bitter.
A bitter individual.
I'm a very bitter man. I think they're fine. I think they're good movies. Robert likes them. A lot of people like them, and then it's just I think my only problem is just it's kind of like all people talk about.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you talk to people and it's like you ask them what music they have, but it's like the same like 5 artists.
No, I kind of see where you're going. Like, there's two sides to this. Like, you definitely don't want to.
It's because I'm a fucking hipster. It's because I'm a fucking hipster.
Yeah,
You are like I can't be into the anime that other people are into.
I can't be into it. I at least admit they're very well executed movies. They're very good movies.
Yeah, you can't deny them their brilliance, but at the same time, like they're like with Shinkai's work, I imagine if at all comparable, like there like other things should be appreciated as well, and I definitely feel you on that. Like,
oh yeah, well it's like
with music artists.
I know it's like for me it's like you ask someone because I don't know because I guess I like people watching like weird stuff. I like the weirder stuff or like the offbeat stuff or but no, it's like asking like a film major what their favorite movie is, and they'll just say like Pulp Fiction, like every time. They'll give you the same like 3 movies. But but they're good for a reason. But that's the thing. It's just because I think Robert, I'm a fucking hipster. That's just it. I think that's the core of the. That's the core of it. I'm just a hipster. I'm a jaded hipster. That's all I am.
I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna be one to defend
you, Alex. I'm not gonna defend you.
defend hipsters, I suppose. I mean, I think hipsters become the negative when they become really toxic and
I can
abrasive.
Get there.
You're not right now, and that's why I'm okay with right now. But
listen here, Angelo. I'm about to get toxic. No, I mean, I definitely recommend you to watch those movies. They're good. They're worth a watch. The Miyazaki movies.
Mm-hmm.
Robert fucking loves them. What's your favorite, Rob?
What is my favorite?
Yeah, what's your favorite Miyazaki film? Robert's like, I've seen none of them.
I don't want to.
I didn't think you were gonna fucking ask this question.
Just say.
Dude, just say it.
Just say it.
Spirited Away.
Okay.
Oh no, that's a good movie. That's like it's like a given.
My favorite used to be what the fuck was that one? It was with the cat bus.
Totoro?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
My Neighbor
Totoro.
Oh, that was Miyazaki too.
That was another Miyazaki. Princess Mononoke,
Oh wow.
Nazca.
See, I've heard of these. Definitely heard a lot of them. Seen the cosplays, the fan arts, the merch.
My favorite clip to watch is because he kind of treats his son like shit.
Oh
Miyazaki.
god, yeah, here we go. Yeah,
Robert, I always bring this up.
you do.
Because I love talking about it. It's all I think about.
He was really super shitty. Go ahead and tell the story.
There's a video. There's a YouTube clip of him walking out of his son's movie. He like walks out of his son's movie and he's like sitting there and he's like smoking a cigarette and he's like, "How long was I in there? 10 minutes? It felt like 2 hours."
Oh my god!
And he's like, "This movie's shitty. My son's not. He's not an adult yet. He's still a child."
Yikes!
And he's like, "That felt like it took forever." And then he walked in. And then the recent movie, the 3D movie that they did, his son was like, "I really want to make a 3D movie," and Miyazaki was like, "Go ahead and fucking do it." But Miyazaki like helped like with nothing, and kind of just threw him to the wolves. And then like the movie like flopped.
Man,
he's not a bad guy. He's just like
no,
he's just a sink or swim kind of guy.
You know, I think there's something there. I think that
would you do that, Rob? Would you do that to your kid?
It's selfish.
Yeah, I do. You know why? You know why I would do that? Because I'm not gonna let my kid be better than me. You think I'm gonna raise him to be better than me? They're my films.
What the hell?
What do they call these films? They call Miyazaki fucking films. All right,
Miyazaki.
they don't call them
Hayao Miyazaki, motherfucker.
Hayao Miyazaki, not my shitty son's movies. Okay.
I honestly think that's like, I think deep in somewhere in like Miyazaki's subconscious, he subconsciously just acts that way and does that shit to his son because he wants to be known as the anime movie guy. And he doesn't want his son to have that.
Maybe he's threatened.
Well, so they talked about that in the documentary, and like his biggest fear. So one of the problems about that studio, about Ghibli, is that the only movies that were successful are the ones he directed. What was it? The ones that other people directed actually flopped, and that's like his biggest fear. He's like, when I die, this studio's fucked. So like he's kind of like a sink or swim kind of guy. I feel like part of it is just so he can get like his son to like write good movies, but because he's like, yeah, Angela, you got your hand up?
Do I? Oh, sorry, I was picking up my cat.
Does your cat have a question?
She showed up when that happened.
What kind of cat is it?
Oh, she's a little tuxedo cat.
A little tuxedo cat? I got a tuxedo cat too.
Yeah,
she's got wool.
Like a sheep.
Like a sheep.
I walked out of my cat's movie. 10 minutes, it felt like 2 fucking hours.
It was meow, and I just stepped out, smoked a cigarette, and was like, okay, I gotta go back in there.
That's the kind of dad I want to be. I want to be at like my son's little league game, and he gets like, he bunts the ball, and I step out, and I'm like, how long is this game? 10 minutes? Feels like it's 2 fucking hours. He's still a fucking child. Can't hit a home run. Little fucking asshole. Put out the cigarette. I don't even smoke. I walk in.
You don't even smoke from the cigarette. You just light it.
I just slide it, and I hand it to another kid and make him smoke it.
Okay, that's that's bad. Okay, no.
What? That my kid can't hit a ball right? Yeah, damn right, Angelo.
High key though, like if you maybe we can talk about this, right? Since we're on the subject of this relationship, and I'm not sure how you guys feel about it. So like, it's no secret, I like my ultimate dream job. Like if I could do anything, like I'd produce music, or make music in some capacity. I'm not approaching it like. I'd just be thankful, and I am thankful that I'm getting to a point where I can do it. I'm just thankful I can, like, actually like follow my dreams in some capacity. Whatever comes from it is not really in the forefront of my mind. I don't know. Maybe because I haven't found success in it. My perspective hasn't changed. I hope it doesn't, because really would take away from, I think, everything, you know, that original intention and that kind of that reasoning for wanting to do it. But whatever happens after, like the notoriety and the fame, like after you're gone, like, I mean, it's impossible to know for sure. So like, I don't know, like maybe why, I don't know, I wouldn't know why Miyazaki would be worried about that, but it's definitely how do you guys feel about that, the immortality of art and legacy?
You first, Rob.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh God, that's definitely a big decision. Quite frankly, for me, the second that I die, perception is reality. So everything that I perceive becomes nothing. So that, what was it that fucking one kid said in iDubbbz's fucking Full Force documentary? The
there
world will die with me. As soon as I die, everything disappears.
Oh, that guy Robert.
Yeah. Oh, and
That's Robert too. The fucking inbred country bumpkin who like was like mentally unhinged.
It's edgy as
who
fuck.
who knocked his friend out by stabbing his exposed brain with a plastic toy?
He just jabbed him in the open part of his skull and hit his brain, and then he knocked him out.
You never go full force, man. Come on. You just don't do that to a bro, man.
What is happening right now?
Robert's quoting a wise man.
Okay.
A wise man once said,
A wise man.
"As soon as I die, the world ends."
That is a worldview, and in some capacity, I mean, well, it really depends on your worldview, but in some capacities, that is very true. And that speaks to what I was describing. You know, whatever you leave behind, it's not yours anymore, and so why should you care?
So,
well, I mean,
in my point of view,
yeah,
on that, it's kind of like it's like building a Minecraft house, right? It's like essentially you're building something, and it's something that's very important to you, and it's something you've kind of spent your whole life building up. It's kind of like a legacy, I guess. It's something that is important to you, and something that you spent so much time into creating. And when you go, you want to, you either feel like you want to see it continue on and be successful. And I don't know. I've never ran a studio before. I guess in like the terms of like, you know, Miyazaki, it's something that he grew up with, wanting to craft stories and wanting to do all this stuff. And now he has like a studio with people that need to eat, people that need to animate, people that need a job. And he himself has created like an empire. And if he feels like it, and it's like, if it doesn't succeed when he's gone, then it's, you know, like what's the point? It's something that I guess it's because you want your art, or you want what you built to transcend like you. Because when you start something, when you do music, or when you do art, or when you do something,
the purpose is to share it. I believe
the purpose is to share it, and it's to create something that's kind of gets bigger than you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you want to keep it. You want to keep it going, and that's what's kind of cool about that kind of stuff. That's kind of what I like. Is like if I made something, if I made a studio and I die, I kind of want people to remember the studio more than they did me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because it's like, I'd like people to remember and be like, oh wow, it's that cool guy. But I want to be like, wow, it's that guy who made the cool movies.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I would say I disagree with you on that. I think that also too, like, with, I guess it does really lie entirely, and I don't have like that perspective of success really behind me too, because I imagine, and I really haven't built anything from the ground up and seen those labors come into fruition. But yeah, it's an interesting thing for sure.
don't know. It's cool because it's like that's why I always wanted to do concept art, because it's not it was not always about technical skill. For me, it was about technical skill, but then as I kind of just saw it, it's not just about being really good at what you do. It's being a part of something bigger, because one person can make some cool stuff, but when you get a bunch of people together, you can get something even cooler, because then it's something that's bigger than you, and it's something bigger than the people you're working with. And it's such a cool thing about making something and then putting it out into the world, and it's a really cool feeling.
Gotcha. Yeah, I could see how collaboration would make that. And you're also like with concept art, you're like world building as well, right?
Yeah, it's like world building, and it's like working with people on that, and then making it, and it's so cool. It's such a cool idea.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Same thing with like movies. You get to like, you got your DPs, you got your gaffers, you got your assistant directors and stuff like that. You have your actors, and it's just like it's so neat to think of like 20, 30 people working together to make like a 1 hour film, and it's like it's kind of like, it's almost like magical sometimes. It's like the magic behind it. It's neat.
Yeah, I'd say too, and I don't think, in pretty rare experiences in my life, I think very rarely I would have like been a part of a unified purpose, like a group with a unified purpose, and it's powerful for sure.
I mean, technically, you're doing it now.
I mean, it's myself. Or like orchestra.
Yeah, like, man, we're a part of the group. We're
Shit.
Yeah, the podcast. You're doing it right now. You're working with people to make something.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
We're a little family.
We're a little family working together to make daddy's porn flicks.
Now get in there and rub your auntie's ankles. Cankles.
Rub those cankles, rub those stubs.
I got a bunion.
You got a bunion. I lost my leg. I lost my feet when on the big old diabetes crisis of 2008. Back when they released the pumpkin pie flavored Oreos, I could not resist.
Oh shit! I've never had one of those.
They have them at Walmart right now. Pumpkin pie Oreos.
I should
have them right now. It's not pumpkin spice season.
No, but it's pumpkin pie.
Not pumpkin spice, but pumpkin pie.
No.
The white girl beverage of choice. But this time it's the pie.
I still need to try a Lady Gaga Oreo.
My girlfriend bought them.
What?
Jealous.
I never asked her what they taste like because I didn't want to know.
Tastes like artistic expression.
Tastes like bad romance,
and
tastes like
stage presence. Yeah, I really wanted to try those.
You remember that episode where she was on The Simpsons?
Yeah, she kept calling Lisa her little monster. Lisa was like, "Just leave me the fuck alone."
She's like, "Stop being different." And then she was like, "I'm gonna go." Like, she started going on QAnon Reddit posts, and then Lady Gaga was like, "What are you doing?"
Well, I mean, at least someone kept Lisa from QAnon. That's
and yeah, that's the episode where Lady Gaga convinced Lisa not to join QAnon, but instead joined Antifa.
That's fantastic.
She traded one vice for another.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. That'd be horrible. Could you imagine that?
I'd actually watch the shit out of that. That'd be so edgy for fucking The Simpsons.
That'd be a hard episode. That'd be a hard episode to watch, dude. It's a good thing they're not letting me fucking write it.
If I was writing it, I literally bring in like the white supremacists and like try and make it so that like we actually have a good conversation about like crazy ass shit in the country, but with the stupid ass humor of The Simpsons. At the same time, you're like, "Oh, that's funny," and at the same time, you're like, "Oh, they wrote this."
Yeah, you just walk in.
Wrote this?
Yeah. It's a interior. Marge walks in on Bart on Reddit posts, QAnon Reddit posts, and then just Bart, what are you doing on those QAnon Reddit posts and these Reddit threads? And he's like, cowabunga, dude. And then he...
Cowabunga, dude. Don't have a cow, man.
He's got like a little wallpaper of Nancy Pelosi. Just
They're
like,
speaking the truth. Those goddamn... Insert expletive here.
They're about to take our country, Mom. I'm about to go down to the Capitol Hill, cowabunga, dude.
I'm okay, Mom.
I'm okay, Mom.
QAnon's not the same as the anonymous group. Those are hackers. No, these are real people with real problems.
Right now, what's happening is a insurrection, a hog insurrection. We need to be there, mother.
The man that could have been haunts me from the grave.
I was watching InfoWars the other day, Mom, and we were talking about how Nancy Pelosi and all the other liberals are perpetrating QAnon as terrorists. We are not terrorists. We just simply stormed the Capitol. That's all we did.
We did what our president told us to.
We did what our president told us to. We did it in the name of liberty. Bart, what are you saying? Why are you saying this, Bart?
Homer walks in and it's just like,
so Marge.
Marge, why? What's happening? Dinner's not ready.
The patriarchy needs to eat, Marge.
The patriarchy needs to eat, Marge. I don't waste my fucking time working to put food on this goddamn table for you to not cook it.
Homie, you make $5 an hour.
You tell him, Dad. You beat that bitch good.
Homie, you make $5 an hour. That's because of the elitist corporate machine chewing you up and spitting you out, a broken man.
I need a beer. My world is crumbling around me. The illusion that I once veiled myself in is now falling apart like so much tissue paper in the rain.
Homie, it's because of your inability to join the union. The state of the bourgeoisie and the elitists have kept you castrated, homie. It's time for the lower middle class to rise up. Seize the means of production, homie.
But Mr. Burns told me not to. He said it'd be bad.
That'd be a weird episode. That'd be such a fucking weird episode.
He just starts like knocking out duff beer after duff beer because he can't handle his fucking reality crumbling.
He just can't handle his wife's socialist speak.
Meanwhile, their son's up in the bedroom just like QAnon. I can get my dad's gun. I'll be there.
InfoWars. Mom, I just got my new Epstein shirt. Just like Epstein. Christmas lights don't hang themselves. What do you think, Mom? What do you think, Mama? It's a good shirt.
He was a millionaire. There was no reason for him to hang himself. We all fucking know that. The rights know it. The lefts know it. Everyone goddamn fucking knows it.
Hey, baby.
Bart, what happened to your voice?
A lot of things, mother. He's slowly like morphing into Alex Jones.
he's like cowabunga, dude.
Gallop before goddamn liberals.
Valley Forge, 1785. 1785. George Washington.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, we wrote a whole episode.
Yeah,
Fox, sign us up.
We need, I don't know, one of those classic Simpsons endings to kind of tie everything up. We definitely have the conflict.
So, like, yeah, Mr. Burns is just going to come in last minute and just be like, well, I learned my lesson. I won't be... How the fuck does he sound? I won't be greedy. Here's the money to fix everything, QAnon included. He's a cowabunga dude.
The cowabunga dude. And he's like riding it. Now he's like riding in on an armored vehicle. And he's like, "You will not kill our president. You will not kill our president."
Marge, I think our son is going to be shot by police.
Homie,
he's a white child.
Okay.
Homie, with the radicalization of the left, people like Ben Shapiro, Alex Jones, and Steven Crowder have gotten a hold on him, especially in the younger age because of the rampant campaigning compared to the left, which don't campaign at all.
Marge, why are you such a bitch? Yes. That's all he says.
And Lisa's just like,
No, it's like
you goddamn left-wing liberal, I'll fucking shoot you in your goddamn sleep.
that'd be horrible.
She's just
A
playing her
horrible
like
episode.
saxophone sadly.
Sometimes
Oh my God.
that's all you can do when your parents are just
They're
so
just,
far gone from you.
they're
That
just
brother's
talking.
gonna kill her in her sleep. What can she do? She's a woman. For
And
him,
at this point,
that means she's gotta know her place.
and at this point, Bart's animation is replaced with like a JPEG of Alex Jones, but with like a puppet mouth cut out. So it just lip syncs
Like,
it.
oh my God.
Like a fucking Monty Python cartoon. A fucking
Yes.
Monty Python skit.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Have you guys ever thought about testosterone solutions?
Every day. Every goddamn day.
I don't even know what that is.
Alex Jones sells it. It's his alpha male supplement. It's pure testosterone in a bottle.
I'm a man. I like to fuck. I like to have kids. I like to shoot guns.
Is
Oh,
that
and
legal to sell?
concentrated testosterone. I don't know.
Well, damn. I know
Anything
he was selling coronavirus eliminating toothpaste.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, we should get on that. That could like save the world. What the fuck are we doing?
He's got a lot. He's got a lot of questionable shit on there. Well, he's got like vitamin. I think he had like a vitamin B12 supplement, and like it was like his testosterone solution. He had it before and after, and all he did was get really red.
Really?
Like he just got really red. There was like no visible change. He just got really red. Another question: why do they call it cremation when you're not really creamy? You're just dust. You turn into Ovaltine dust.
Well, you don't call it nest quick. Well, you call it nest quick. You don't call it nest fast, man. You gotta take the time. You make it creamy. All right.
How do you make people's ashes creamy?
You
bro?
pour milk in it. Have you
I'm like-
never, Alex? Have you never watched a goddamn Nesquik commercial? You're making me look like a fool here.
I'm like 70% certain that there's a root word in another language for cremation.
Oh yeah, there's quite a few. The pyre?
That
I don't fucking know.
will relate to. Let's see.
The first
What?
the first fucking search answer is how to make your loved one your loved ones creamy.
I mean, you just gotta learn how to act. You know, be smooth, set it up,
You gotta be smooth.
smack him on the ass, be like, "Hey, mama, hey, little sexy mama, let me whisper in your ear."
What are you doing to my mom at her funeral, Rob?
Trying to make things fucking work.
Trying to make
Here's $10. Get out of here.
God.
Oh, that'd be disturbing. Oh my god. I'm
Oh.
sorry this went here. I'm sorry, guys.
Let it go where the wind takes it. That is where humanity must
Did you?
the farthest reaches.
Yeah, it's Latin.
It's Latin for.
Words. Act or custom of burning of the dead.
What is the
From
root?
the
What is the
Latin.
root word?
Nominative crematio, or
That's my favorite Harry Potter spell.
cremationem. LOL.
Oh well.
Cremare. My Latin is rusty. I apologize to the Pope. And then creme is an extended form of the root cur, care, which is heat or fire. So yeah.
So to burn with care.
I made that up.
To burn with care. Well, you know what? That's gonna be my headcanon now.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Burn
You don't
with
know if it's real or not.
Well, that's my headcanon. I'll be like, my friend Angelo told me what this meant, and if you tell me otherwise, you're an idiot. I don't care if you're a Latin major.
Got him. Well, you just gotta shout him down.
I
You
wouldn't.
gotta shout him
I
down.
wouldn't insult a Latin major. feel like if you're gonna spend time learning a dead language, you got like more tools in your arsenal.
Probably
You know what I
nothing.
Like
I mean, his degree is probably dead. Like
they don't
someone
drive the
getting
Prius.
cremated.
That's all I'll say.
Have you ever thought about getting a Prius?
I have.
They're economical.
Yeah, they're also quite roomy. I mean, you can fit a full-size base, and
They're so roomy.
First
Why are
and
they
back,
so
yeah.
roomy? It feels like being in an SUV.
yeah, no,
I've never been in a Prius.
I rode in the back of orchestra teachers. Prius.
Oh no, wait! I was in her car.
Yeah.
It's a nice car. It was a nice car.
It's a
Very
Prius.
nice car.
They're
I mean, I
round.
wasn't there, but you know. Nice.
Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Continue on.
God, how do we even move forward?
Well, let me tell you one goddamn thing. You liberals don't understand. America is under assault by the not the dark-skinned people, but the dark-skinned reptilians. That's right. It's time. It's time for all people of every race and gender, regardless of nationality, regardless of sexual orientation, regardless of anything, to join together and fight the lizard menace. Hi, I'm Alex Jones. Welcome to the NYAP Time Podcast.
Alex, Mr. Jones, I have so many questions.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I wouldn't consider myself in any way knowledgeable about the lizard menace, as you say, but what I have heard, there is 3 different trees or lineages, if you will. There's the kind that evolved from dinosaurs, those that are from the stars and are aliens, and those that have been here all along. What is it a collective effort to go against this lizard menace, or are we attacking one specific lineage here?
You see, that's the thing you goddamn liberals don't understand. The first and true lineage originated from Satan. Okay? Secondly, the stars. Third, from the goddamn dinosaurs. And I mean goddamned literally. Because they were, again, say it with me now, Satanists.
The dinosaurs were Satanists. That would explain their utter end. Do you foresee
Why God
us,
wiped them out? Exactly.
do you see us coming to a similar conclusion as a human species, or is that just going to be the result of the coming war, the conflict?
The coming war is
reptilian
now,
conflict.
brother. Obama, lizard. Trump, natural red-blooded American. Hey, you know who they replaced with Trump? That's right. Goddamn lizard.
Damn.
Now, the way that this world is gonna fucking end is when the lizards lay their eggs in the goddamn grocery store, and we're gonna pick them up thinking that they're just regular fucking eggs. But guess what? Oh, something that the liberals don't want you to know. They're not. They're not the regular fucking eggs. They're lizard eggs.
We
And they
ourselves
will
are
be ingested.
continuing their species. That's what we're saying here.
Absolutely.
Um,
Corrupt the child. Kill them all.
man, well, that was something, Robert. That was something.
That was fun. His stuff's crazy. He's a crazy dude.
Does he actually? So does he go at length about lizard people?
He did one episode, I believe. I don't know for certain if he talked about lizard people. I know he talks about like a couple conspiracy theories about like homosexuality, like frogs for some reason. I don't watch his shit. I honestly don't watch his shit.
You can, like, after he was just excommunicated from any kind of platform, like.
Yeah, they literally couldn't have him on there because he was so like pushing and like crazy, insane narratives.
God.
He was on the Alex Jones podcast, and he was pretty easy to take in that situation because it was just 2 dudes chilling around smoking weed, and just
Wait,
having like good
the
conversations.
Joe Rogan podcast?
Yeah,
Oh,
he had him
okay.
on a couple times. I think like 2 or 3.
Oh.
But anytime like Alex Jones would like veer off, Joe Rogan knew to like step back, let him have his talk, and then steer him slowly back into the
Just
realm
corral
of
him in.
normality.
As you would do with an Alex Jones type. I would hope you'd be able to at least. Yeah,
Oh, man.
what a character.
What a character. We have a couple Alex Jones types here. Not like they're left-wing Alex Jones type of things where it's like it gets really crazy and I'm just like, no one's trying to hurt you. You're all good. He's like, no.
No, the goddamn right wings are trying to take away the civil liberties. The police are unionizing. They know that we are trying to fight back. And one day this place will become China.
And I'm like, I'm not touching that. I'm just sitting here. And they're like,
Good, so you can listen to me.
and I'm like, all right, I guess we're doing this.
I don't know. I hope I'm able to. I mean, I love anything irrational. It's just it's the funniest, you know.
It's honestly funny to sometimes just sit, relax, and let them talk.
Yeah, but I really hope my beliefs and my things that I choose to kind of follow and think about are approached rationally. And I some of the things that guy says,
They are far out there. They are crazy shit. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, fuck it. Whatever.
yeah. I mean, I might as well laugh at
Might
you.
as well have a good time with it.
Yeah. He was here actually in Phoenix. I was really surprised. It's right around the time we were still counting the votes in January. He showed up to one of the polling station in Phoenix and was part of that little crowd there. Of all places, where did you come from, man? what brought you here? Like,
The flow. I can feel it in the earth. I hear the hoofbeats. I must follow.
Alex Jones was never a harbinger. He was just a messenger. He came to save us.
I would fucking lose my mind if in any way he is some form of a savior or a doomsayer.
Like, honestly, like, I hear like crazy ideas from some people, some of my friends even, and like we're all like, oh yeah, he's just talking, he's just having his fun, he's just doing his thing, he's just talking about whatever he wants to talk about. But at the same time, I'm like, but what if though? What if next day archangels come out and they're like, behold, the earth is flat, and the earth raises up from the fucking ground and it's like nothing but America exists. It turns out Canada was never real, Mexico was never real. It was just Satan playing tricks on people's minds to make them think that it was. And then just like Armageddon happens.
That sounds like a dream.
It sounds like a damn dream.
Sounds like a dream. All right.
Let's make a movie.
I'm gonna have to cut this short.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to. Actually, this is not short. This is a full 48 minutes.
No, this was a pleasant conversation, gentlemen. Lots of subjects, and I didn't wake up this morning wanting to speak about in any capacity Alex Jones, but it was
Well, things happen.
it was good, yeah.
Follow the path.
But anyway, thank y'all for joining the Nap Time Podcast, the podcast that you want to listen to while we're making love to your wife or you're making your love to your wife. Or fuck it, do you want to do a double team? Hit me up. You have my number. Thank you so much. Everyone say goodbye.
Good night, listeners. It was fun as always.
Have a wonderful night, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.